What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. I'm your host, Rob, and sitting to the right of me is
Scott.
And today we're going to be talking about the rising of the Shield Hero, baby. Let's get right into it. We want to cover the top 3 most powerful characters in Shield Hero. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Alright, so we are back. Let's just go right into it, Scott. Who is the third most powerful character in Shield Hero?
Shield Hero Big 3, number 3, obviously, it's got to be Philo. Philo was born from an egg. Immediately was brought into the battle lifestyle from the moment she was born. Philo has a cursed dragon crest in her stomach. The next filolial queen. She is strong enough to damage Victoria.
Oh my god.
She also has her high quick attack, which she hasn't done it that many times, but that's basically instant transmission. I'm gonna go with Philo. Who do you got?
Alright, so all you've basically just proved to me is that you've lost your mind, you are a madman, you're delirious at this point. First of all, I'm not even gonna acknowledge the fact that you've disrespected so many characters within the show.
Ooh, the blacksmith?
But listen, the third most powerful character in the Rising of the Shield Hero is none other than Naofumi himself. He is the Shield Hero. His defense is basically virtually impenetrable. Are we talking about him even having the airstrike shield, the rage shield, the soul eater shield? What? The Iron Maiden? I mean, yo, anything that Naofumi does, he outclasses all the rest of the 3 remaining cardinal heroes in every single aspect, blows them completely out of the water. First of all, he developed one of the most strategic teams with Raphtalia and Philo, who you mentioned, and he has been stopping everything, fixing all the problems that the previous heroes have been screwing up, that his allies have also been screwing up, and he has been counted out by the king. He has been counted out by Multi, and he is still showing top tier abilities. I'm definitely going with Naofumi. He was able to land the finishing blow on Pope Balmus. It is none other than Naofumi.
Alright, let me tell you why you're wrong.
Okay.
You're going to pick Naofumi?
Yes.
Naofumi, out of all the characters we know, you're going to pick Naofumi?
Yes.
For third place? Naofumi is second place. He is the second most strongest in Shield Hero, okay?
He's not.
For everything you said and more, but let's keep going.
He's not.
Let's keep going.
He's not. Naofumi is not second place. As much as I respect Naofumi, there's a couple of characters that I have to put over Naofumi. But for second place, it actually is none other than Pope Balmus and the 3 Heroes Church. First of all, look at their
pick a party of 1,000 people.
Listen,
to be over
hold on. I'm specifically talking about the Pope, right? With the replica weapon that he has, because that weapon
without 1,000 people.
But hold on, that weapon is a problem though. You're talking about it could shapeshift into a bow. It could shapeshift into a sword. It could shapeshift into a shield. You can do whatever you really want with it. It could shapeshift even into a spear as well.
Yeah, with about 150 lives per shapeshift. Keep going.
All right, but hold on. Let's talk about the cathedral ability. I mean, you're talking about the only reason they were able to stop him is because the queen had to pull up herself with her own army, and the queen actually had to use an attack through the own cathedral. So let's just keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind. You know what I mean? And look how many people that the Pope had to fight. You're talking about all 4 cardinal heroes, all their parties,
Look how many people he had behind him.
Right, but
this man had about 1,200 people behind him. So
hold on.
He has no mana. Right. He didn't even level up the weapon. But the weapon came OP. That's why he didn't know how to use it correctly.
But that weapon that was created, right? Yeah. That was a lost weapon. Obviously, the church stole it. We know this, right? So that is the thing where Pope Balmus knows that the only way to power this weapon is you're going to need the mana of, a whole bunch of people. That is one of the requirements of the weapon. So I don't think if, say, the bishop or some other random person in the church decided to hold that weapon, I don't know if they would be able to, get its full extent of its power like the Pope did. The Pope knew the weapon inside out, which is why he was troublesome to deal with. You know, it's more than just a weapon. It's more than just the people powering it. The Pope knew what to do with the weapon. I mean, you're talking about Itsuki and Ren almost got cleared out in one shot. They only got away because the queens.
Let's make one thing
sent
clear.
The shadows to go save them, right?
Let's make one thing clear.
Let's just be honest.
Any character in that show can one-shot Itsuki and Ren. Okay, moving on. The only reason I have not picked the Pope in any of my 3 picks, while he is powerful with that weapon, he needs about 1,000 people to do anything with that weapon. His whole mana barrier around him, all of his defense, all of his offense is based on who's around him, who's providing him, magic from the sidelines. He barely has any magic himself. We don't know that for sure, but he definitely doesn't have enough to wield that weapon. And so in my head, I'm thinking of big 3. I'm not thinking of, which party is the strongest. Of course, I would go with the party with, 1,000 people.
Listen, but I agree. I would agree with you. Agree with you, but in the Pope's case, it's different. It's not like he has a whole army and he's throwing the whole army and saying, everybody, we have power in numbers, let's all fight the heroes at once. What he's saying is, in order for me to use this weapon, right, I'm going to have to convince thousands of people that this is the right thing to do, that they have to be willing to sacrifice their own lives for the greater good, right? So he has been manipulating and convincing so many people, which is even a talent in and of itself, right?
His speech is 100.
And that's the thing. It's where the Pope understands the requirements to use that weapon. He understands what he has to do. So what he did was, he started up the church, had the 3 heroes church, made sure everybody was completely bought in and on the idea to, sacrifice their lives for this weapon. And once he got that done, then he started talking crazy. He was like, you know what? Bet. All right. Ren, Itsuki, why are you guys snooping around? Let me try to one-shot you. Naofumi, you're here? All right, that's good too. Oh, Motoyasu, you're here too? All right, cool. And all your parties are here? Let me lock you into the cathedral and let's fight, right? And he was fighting like 1v20. Like, let's just be honest. Yeah, he was using the mana from his own church, but his abilities there showed very well. He was also able to use the weapon in very good format. That's why it took the queen, who wasn't even there, to freeze him in order for them to have a finishing blow and have Naofumi actually use his bloody sacrifice ability on him. So I gotta put the Pope at second.
I mean, y'all already know why I think that's nonsense. Y'all gonna have to sign off on the comments.
Right.
I think that's nonsense.
I think it's legal. I think it's legal.
Let us know who's right on that. But for number 1, you mentioned, the queen,
right?
Who is OP. All right. The majority of the show, she wasn't even making any moves because she assumed people would make the moves for her. She's like, "Oh, I have to get involved? Like, are you kidding me?
Right?
Y'all can't handle this."
Right.
She's OP. However, going with the number 1 pick, I'm actually gonna go with the queen. I'm going with the filolial queen, Victoria.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
The queen. Okay.
Yo, you scared?
She pulled up in the fight.
Thank you.
We saw something we've never seen before since. I thought I was watching Momoshiki v Naruto when I saw that. Okay. This was wild. Whoa. Yes. How this was wild.
Whoa.
This was a crazy fight.
Right. I like the fight.
Let's
come on now.
This
please.
was wild. Okay?
It was nice.
She pulled up. Right. The dragon attacked.
Right.
She kicked it just to show it its place, and then she just one-shot and killed it. Naofumi couldn't damage it. Philo couldn't damage it. Raphtalia couldn't damage it. Let alone take it down. They couldn't land 1 point damage on this thing.
Exactly.
She pulled up, not even expecting to fight. She pulled up to talk to Philo, and she was like, "Oh, I'll just take care of this real quick." Bam, boom.
Right.
Boom. Who you got for number 1?
Right. I mean, for number 1, I completely agree with you. I think it is Victoria, the filolial queen. She is just next level. Her fight against Philo, she made Philo look like, paper just blown in the wind. I mean, it was nothing you could really do to stop her. Even Naofumi was trying to cheat and save Melty at that time, and the filolial queen, while she's battling Philo, stops Naofumi and completely renders him useless. Like, that is top tier abilities. Also, you forgot to mention something which I think is actually the biggest point of Victoria.
Let's go.
We know how much Naofumi loathes the rest of the cardinal heroes, right? Because I mean, they have been disrespectful, they've been, you know, lying, all types of stuff that has been going on, manipulated, all types of stuff, all types of craziness. And Naofumi, rightfully so, wants nothing to do with them. Vittoria went to Naofumi, looked him in his eyes, Scott, and told him, "Look, I put a lot of faith in you, but I'm giving you one shot. Make amends, befriend the remaining heroes for the next waves, or I'll just dispose of you. I'll get rid of you. I'll destroy everything that is here. I will clap it. We will start. I will press the reset button and make sure we get a new, fresh lineup of heroes, and we will start fresh." And that is what? Like, think about that for a second, guys. I want you guys to really register that. Like, that, and she said that with confidence. And usually Naofumi would be like, you know what? All right, let's see. Like, let's take this on, because Glass, Lark, and all of them were trying to take down Naofumi as well, and they were saying, all right, we gotta destroy you guys. And Naofumi was ready to fight back. But when Vittoria said it, he was like, hey.
He's like, you know what? I guess I could reconsider. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about this. All right.
Especially, and she has an army of filolials on the side too. All of them are just staring, everything. Oh man, she's top tier. She's definitely the strongest in the show. No one can really mess with her, as far as we know right now. So,
AKA Genkai, AKA 100 level Pidgeot.
She's a beast. But you guys definitely let us know down in the comment section below who you think are the top 3 most powerful characters in the Rising of the Shield Hero. And with that, signing out.
Hold on. If any of y'all have any gall to mention any one of Naofumi's servants in the comments, in the top 3, we deleting that comment. All right, so keep going.
Those will definitely be deleted.
Yeah, nope.
And with that, we're signing out.